Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't, make sure you like and subscribe and tell a friend. Um, I was watching a video in my feed, and I'm always the person that try to learn, but I have a daytime job, so sometimes I can't watch everybody's videos. But sometimes, I watch stuff that I used to watch. Well, one of the channels I used to watch was called Had to Hurt. This guy is a specialist in martial arts and in self-defense and trained police and security. I think he was military. Don't quote me, those who watch the channel. But the channel is called Had to Hurt, and I think the main guy, if I'm correct, his name is Icy Mike. You may have seen him taking burner shots or less lethal shots. Bald-headed guy who's quite popular. He has like 100,000 subscribers. But anyway, he was doing with another person named Sensei Seth, who also is very popular, and they did a realistic situation like a female is getting attacked by a male. What would you do if you walk in the room, or you pull up and you see that, or you see the person being held hostage. To be honest with you, it's some stuff while watching this particular video, I would not have any experience of what to do. I have more experience in a physical situation because I have worked in the juvenile correction facilities and working with people with very severe mental health issues and behavior issues. So yeah, I kind of know what to do from that aspect. Not saying that I'm perfect, but I'm more used to getting punched. But at the same time, it's been maybe 3 years since I gave it up. Like I said, this is not worth my money. Especially when you're understaffed. But I was watching this channel, and it's one thing when we say what we're going to do in real life versus what we do in a real life situation when you put in that situation. That's the one thing I always say I like about Krav Maga. They put you in a shock situation. Not saying that everything they do is perfect, but they definitely prepare you for crisis intervention a little bit better. And a lot of martial artists, believe it or not, they do some pressure, but not enough where it's a real life situation. Like like for instance, I was doing karate and we were preparing if a person punch you with a right hook, and then we have a set drills that we do. Well, nobody's just going to telegraph everything they're going to do and say, hey, I'm going to grab your shirt, then I'm going to cop back and hit you with a haymaker. Or a lot of people won't do that. Most people are going to fight unfair, like they're going to have a glass bottle, or they're going to have a brick, or they're going to have something. So you got to kind of prepare for those situations. I was watching like, yeah, I need to kind of know how that feel. Now, for those who do like less lethal, do you know how that possibly feel? I'm not saying that you have to experience everything to know. Like getting shot in the head, you don't need a bullet to tell you getting shot in your head is not a good idea. You don't need to simulate that. But you need some type of something to make you see what it is, because what you watch on television and what you think in your mind is not the same in real life situation. When you're in a real fight, you're not as tough or quick or fast as you think you are. And if you do something which shocks you, it's because you have done it in repetition. If you somebody, like I told you about the kid that was trying to stab me, well, I'm so used to taking a person down, them mounting me, rolling, trapping their legs and throwing over my shoulder, and then I get full mount. I do it all the time. We do drills 10, 15 times every Monday and Wednesday. So you build up that muscle memory. So I know that part. But as far as what you do in a weapon situation, what would you do in a weapon situation if you see somebody hold up? Would you risk your less lethal to save that person? Because if you miss, that person may turn around, grab that person, and put a gun to their head. That's a real situation. And sometimes a lot of people want to play hero when you don't have to play hero, or it's not smart to play hero. What will you do? Is it worth giving up your gun if somebody have a knife? That type of situation. I want more of that realistic situation in a fight situation. I definitely want that a little bit more, just for my own training. And that's the one thing I wish a lot of martial artists and dojos, they train for more realistic situation for a knife. How your jiu-jitsu work in a knife situation. How your karate, your Muay Thai, or your Eskrima Wing Chun, catch wrestling work in a crisis situation. Do you prepare for that? Do you prepare for somebody to take you down in a real life situation and they got a knife against your neck? That's not something we do on the basics. And I do understand a lot of places don't have time to train those things. And to be honest with you, there's a lot of instructors who don't know how to do it themselves, so they don't teach it, or that's not their focus. I would have to say we need to know what to do in a crisis, either with our less lethal, either with actual gun, either with a knife, either in a crisis situation, either in an active shooting situation. Not watch a couple of videos, but really put yourself in that situation. And granted, it's going to take a little bit of your ego being crushed, because we're not that tough. And a lot of times we do not know what to do in those situations. So the challenge had to hurt, and this is with Self, Sensei Self. I wish I had a link. I may have a link. I'll figure it out. But it's a good episode to watch about real life physical situation in crisis, which we practice all these shooting drills, but we don't practice for realism, and we need to know how to do that a little bit better. So that's including me, definitely with me. Definitely I need to do a better job. So all right, have a good one.